Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Cardinals are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Giants team that wants to keep the running game in check.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. First down throw, Webb. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down. Webb now from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Webb. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down carry here for Johnson. David Johnson on his way. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 34 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Webb. Caught left side, it's Beckham. First and 10, Webb. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. First down, it's Webb. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. From the gun, Webb going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll send Beckham in motion right. Throwing again on second and 10. Webb finding room to the 20. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Off play action, it's Webb. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Now Webb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return is Peterson. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Throwing is Stafford. And he's got room. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Operating from the gun, Webb. Throw left side complete. That's Terry. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Peterson. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Here's Stafford now on second down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
While there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
To throw on third down. Webb. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
From the gun, Webb. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Robert Nkemdiche in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Beckham will go in motion right. A play fake. Now Webb. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun, Webb. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. It's caught. Shepard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. From the gun, Webb. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go! Green 39!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Green 39!
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Parkey's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Stafford. It's complete to Grant. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that will be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They pitch it out to Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a 1st down as well.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Check 31, check 31. Set. 180. Single. Monday. Real right.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. New York set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Webb. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Terry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and 2. Webb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This is taken at the 18, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Easy.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he will find his man on the outside. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A shotgun snap for Stafford. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Devon Kennard in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Robert Kindici in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he's able to get it out of there. It's fielded at the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's Stafford. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
That's fielded in the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Webb. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Webb going to keep the offense out to go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll hand it off now. Johnson, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. As they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On third down, that's Grant. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your...
you